After the briefest moment of respite, Malady brought the Godwoken to Arx to recover the divine powers Dallis had snatched away. But the half-demon secret was taking its toll on her.
Lucian! Fools! The bastard's going to ruin everything! Brace! 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 Don't say anything.
Malady groans, her face twisting in pain. She falls to one knee, catching herself on her hands. She raises one hand and raises herself to her feet.
Now, no need to fuss, I'll be fine. It's just that traveling between the realms isn't easy, you know? It takes something from my soul each time. But never you fear, I've pulled a clever trick out of my sleeve. The Lady Vengeance stands in 2 realms at once. Her body here, her soul in the Hall of Echoes. You can still return at your leisure. At least I got us where we wanted to go. This is Arx. This is where Dallis has fled with the powers of the gods. This is where the path to divinity leads. Dallis must be stopped. She has stolen the powers of the Seven. You'll need to get the acorn back if you're to fight the God King. You'll need it if you're to ascend. Track her in Arx. Find out where she's gone and end her. Take back the acorn and the powers of the gods with it. You cannot fail, Godwoken. Not for anything.
Not the finest of landings, though I suppose our dear vessel did well enough, given it's not exactly in its natural habitat. At least I can still access all of my tools in the Hall of Echoes. I wouldn't relish the prospect of scouring through all this wreckage to find what I need. Why work, of course? Anathema won't restore itself, I dare say. I shall finish what I started, aboard whatever remains of the Lady Vengeance in the Hall of Echoes. Come and find me later in the Hall of Echoes. I believe I'm rather close to having Anathema in working order.
The final voyage of the Lady Vengeance. She served us well.
The big acorn has come! The prophecy has been fulfilled! Did you feel its power as it fell from the sky?
Marcus! Do you think they recognized us? No, you're right. I could be any squirrel knife rider.
Now that the big acorn is here, the squirrels will inherit the realm! Bow before me, slave!
Lucian the Divine, standing guard over Arx. He's been slacking off by the look of things. There, in the harbor, the Kraken!
Did you hear? The big acorn has come, and it's chosen our forest. We are the chosen ones.
More two legs. Why must you crowd our woods? Go be with your own kind.
You see the crash? The ship? Are they void-woken? see. We come to see if they land, so we have time to warn the others. We stand watch nearby, just in case. If you are here to enter Arx, take care. There are void woken within the city, and now I fear they are outside it too.
Death fog below. A prayer from a pilgrim. Mighty Lucian, grant me wealth and power. Pilgrims. Probably here for Lucian's day.
Do you see anything? A spillage all over the floor.
All that death fog.
Do you see anything?
Only fog.
See anything?
I came all the way from Driftwood, but I never expected to get stuck like this.
Another card? Excuse me, have you word from the city? I heard the paladins inside have overthrown the Magisters. How can that be? And if it is, who's in charge of Fort Joy? It's hard to know what's rumour and what's true. I've heard there are void woken in the city walls. I've heard the paladins and magisters are at war. Nothing makes sense, and right when I most need it to. My brother's been sent to Fort Joy, see? I don't understand it. There's a prison right here in Arx. Why send him so far away? I just need to plead his case. To Dallis herself, if I'm able. Or to whoever's in charge now. He's a sweet lad. He doesn't belong there. But I'll sort it out, that's for certain. I don't know. Maybe the paladins have finally had enough of this clampdown. The Magisters will just go and lock up anybody. That wasn't Lucian's way, was it?
Only fog.
The woman's upper lip twitches, and her chest heaves with each God-fearing utterance to the heavens.
Lucian, I pray thee absolve my sins and find me worthy. The time of reckoning is upon us. The hall awaits only the chosen. May the death fog cleanse me as it cleanses the land and waters.
She shoots you a frenzied glance.
He has told me his plan, Elf. Lucian will not wash our sins away with water or fire, but with death fog. The true faithful will bathe in the fog of their own accord, and he will reward them with eternal bliss. It spreads even now, just below. I am ready to prove my loyalty.
She trails off, and her eyes flit upwards, as if listening to a voice only she can hear.
Shh! You see that over there? A troll!
The man's pointing finger shakes with both fright and giddiness.
Isn't it something? Voidwoken might tear me apart any minute, but at least I'd die a happy man. Besides, I'm not too worried. That thing probably eats Voidwoken for breakfast. You've met that troll before? Boy, am I jealous. Maybe I should just, go over there and talk to it.
He inches his foot forward, frowns, then pulls it back.
Maybe later. Oh, I know everything there is to know about them. I've read Tears for Troll at least 18 times. For instance, did you know that the term troll behavior refers to the way trolls live their lives, from killing and feeding to roaring and courtship rituals? But that's not my favorite part. And I quote, "Death fog kills most living things instantly, but trolls may actually develop immunity with mild, prolonged exposure. If you encounter such a beast, they may be harmed only when a curse is applied to the appropriate attack method." That's pretty great, if you ask me. With all this death fog floating around, that troll might someday end up being the last living creature out here.
Lucian?
Ah, hello. Please, if you're in need of supplies, now's the time to stock up. There's no telling where you'll find another trader, such as things are. You'll have to forgive my limited stock. The incident in the harbour was... well, I was lucky to escape with my life, much less anything to sell. Voidwoken. I was taking inventory of the stock I brought to sell in Arks when the harbour was suddenly overrun. It was horrible. Though I did see one little girl, all by herself just beyond the harbour. Poor thing. She was too far off for me to help. She's surely dead by now. I hope it was swift, at least. She was human. Light skin and fair hair, with a blue flower tucked behind one ear. But her eyes... I didn't know humans could have such dark eyes. They seemed almost pure black. A trick of the light, perhaps. And it wasn't the time to linger for another look. A pleasure doing business.
You come to the city, I suppose, like the rest of us. Whatever your purpose in Arks, you may be disappointed. I want to visit Lucian's shrine to find answers, but perhaps it is a fool's errand. Word comes that access is forbidden. There is fighting. I hear Magisters in white fighting the Paladins. And I hear of Voidwoken. And yet he escapes justice. The homelands are barren and unlivable. I cannot change it. But maybe I can understand.
She smiles weakly.
But perhaps it is all for nothing.
I must have breathed in some of that death fog. Oh, my lungs ache, and I can't see straight.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing. You're all right, stranger. I heard a huge crash in the mountains earlier. Maybe thunder, maybe Voidwoken. Don't go wandering alone now. There's no telling what you'll find. Whites? Sure. Just before they lock the city gates. They say Dallis herself is inside the city walls. But I hear there's something up, too. Trouble between them and the Paladins. Of course, once the Voidwoken landed, that were the only thing on anyone's lips. Lucian's Day. Got a few prayers of my own that need answering. But these days, who don't?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
You again, Cuckoo. Did you kill that pigeon feather Morg for me after all? Oh?
He shoots you a patronizing smile, the most infuriating smile you've ever seen in all your years on this earth.
Good for you! Good for you, Cuckoo! I know you wanted to impress me, and that's adorable! How about this? I'll let you know a little secret so you can be more like me. And feel free to cross this dung heap of a bridge at your leisure. Rivellon is in serious decline.
might never get another chance to see one. Well, it's sad, but I don't blame you. It's like Harlan B says in T is for Troll. Trolls are typically omnivorous, but many are known to develop a taste for humanoid flesh.
Welcome to the city of Arx.
Seems the life expectancy of Magisters gets shorter and shorter.
The Magister spirit dashes along the foliage beneath the battlements, nearing the bridge. There is a cry from behind. The spirit glances back. Her gaze follows something tumbling from the battlements to the undergrowth. There is the thump of an impact. She continues running. She sprints onto the bridge, but then something grabs her ankle and hoists her into the air upside down. Her screams are drowned out by a monstrous roar.
That Magister is still drawing breath. Just about.
A Magister lies sprawled before you. The ground beneath him is stained with his blood. Several grievous wounds are visible across his body. The Magister doesn't respond. He just lies there, struggling to draw breath. The Magister remains oblivious to you. The Magister utters a pitiful moan, but nothing more. The Magister's eyes are glazed. His breathing is shallow and ragged. He doesn't seem to acknowledge your departure. The spirit of a Magister stands forlornly before you.
Dallis? I don't know. I never spoke to the woman. Reimond was the one giving me orders. Reimond and the other whites. The Paladins attacked our barracks. I ran. Not that it helped.
Voidwoken, and they're cornered. Let's help finish them off.
Do not fall amid the fray, Paladins! Face them to the last!
As Voidwoken attacks go, you think that one was particularly devastating. The great city of Arx may be finally ready to fall.
Arx full? Over my dead body.
You! I read about an elf matching your description in the latest dispatch. And now there'll be another tale about you for our war owls to whistle across the four corners of Riverlong. You saved my best paladins by the skin of their teeth. The lads are brave, but they're no match for Voidwoken, especially right off the back of chasing down Magisters. I tell you, they'll be chanting your name in the mess hall tonight. Of course, you whistled up a war owl to warn us about the Magisters, right? Lord Kem mobilized all us paladins against them that very hour. Could be worse. At least Arx is now under the control of Lord Kem. After your communique, he instigated investigations into every Magister in the city. We're sure it's the collusion between the Magisters and the Black Ring that drew the Voidwoken here. To think they blamed all sorcerers. The only question remaining is why? Why? The Magisters have a lot to answer for. Those left alive, that is.
She scowls at you, eyes laden with scorn.
You've already fought Voidwoken in a Magister keep, overtaken by paladins. Maybe it's too late to back out now. If you don't mind, I've got papers to file. Seek out Kem if you need more.
We thank you for your help, traveler. The city is open. The streets are safe for now.
That's a good word for it. Magisters. Voidwoken. Never would have drawn the dots that way. But, ignore me. Captain Aurel's the source of good information around here. The rest of us can only speculate.
She turns to you, and suddenly you are deep in her soul. Tendrils of anger and pain weave around you, through you, as you wander the chambers of her memories. A tale of two battles unfolds. First come the Voidwoken, and you are on point. You fight, and you live, while around you, your friends die. Then a war owl passes overhead, bringing news from afar. The paladins come. All Magisters are under arrest for treason, the shame, the anger. You will not go down without a fight. A paladin kills you, here by your home, on the threshold of the city you risked your life to defend. In the chamber of her memories, you reach out and pull. All of her anger, her rage and her hate, her pride and her lust, her weakness and strength, all that she was comes rushing towards you. You take her sins for your own, and they fill you with power. And then she is gone.
What a massacre.
A wave of sadness rolls off the spirit, sadness mixed with betrayal. The Magister was stabbed in the back by one they'd known as a friend. The spirit laughs, a terrible, cynical guffaw that says that the world is an evil place where no one is safe. But inside the laughter, there's shame. The Magister knows that he sinned, and suspects that his death was deserved.
I salute you, Monster Slayer. That a hero like you would arrive on Lucian's Day, well, it gives me hope. On Lucian's Day? You'd better believe it. City's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has passed. We'll have the place cleaned up in no time. You've done more than enough.
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her point.
If she is, Lord Kem will want to know. Kem commands the city now. Stay safe. You killed the Voidwoken. This city needs more like you.
Thanks for the service, Void Killer. My friend's alive and walking around because of you.
You have my thanks, Monster Killer. We need all the help we can get. With the Magisters gone, this will be the end of the Voidwoken attacks, I hope. When a sorcerer uses Source, the Voidwoken come, so they say. But the Magisters have been dealing in darker magic. The Voidwoken came, bigger and more deadly. But the Magisters are done now. Take care, friend.
People will be happy to see the likes of you here helping out, that's for sure.
Interesting. Quercus, what do you make of this? Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our friend. Shield, we are about to enter the belly of the beast. To cross a threshold past which there may be no hope of return. There's every chance the servants of the great acorn will skin you alive, frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus. The point is, the path ahead is dangerous. Ah! No. I need to stay on my own path. I do not know what lies ahead, but the great acorn is almost here. I can feel it in my fur. The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time to finish my research. You have been a good shield, and an excellent friend. Quercus and I both believe you can buy us the time we need. I know you. The world might be filled with murderous giants, but at least some of them are worth saving. Now, it will take more than Quercus's ferocity and my wit if you're going to survive. You need power, and I think I have just the thing. After our last little escapade with your Voidwoken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They were imbued with dark power. I believe Quercus believes, and I concur, that this magic can be used for light as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new magic.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quercus? The spell is a little unusual, I admit. It harnesses the power of those that you've slain and lets you use it against those you've yet to kill. I admit, I thought it was a beautiful little piece of irony, but it is somewhat grim, I'll grant you that. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quercus. Now you have all the power you need. You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not running anymore. Now you must become the axe. Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the acorn. Hack them to pieces, snap their spines, and burn their eyes, and... and Quercus says, good luck.
She nods a greeting, turns away. A young man works at a canvas, mounted on an easel. Smears of what must be red paint are evident on his hands and clothing. He's oblivious, in a daze as he paints. He momentarily snaps out of his daze and shoots you an indignant scowl.
It's at times like this that I must paint. The drama, the violence, the sheer emotion of it all. The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of Arcs. This will be my masterpiece. I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles. The painter scoffs. He looks quite pale, you notice. Ill, perhaps. A drip of red falls from his sleeve to the cobbles.
You should open your mind. You would see so much more. Not shock, no. Perhaps a little lightheaded.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
No, I must continue. What would my father say if he was still alive to see me now? He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork, the final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian. For the most part, a copy can be seen at the Great Cathedral here in Arx. I visit frequently for inspiration. But the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Kem a long time ago. He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
That poor boy is wasting his time, walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture? Unfortunate, isn't it? He isn't without talent, but he never overcame the fact that he was my son. Of course, my finest work. I drew upon everything I had for that piece, all of my skills, my experience. Why, there's even my own blood and sauce on that canvas. They are part of a private collection now, Lord Kem's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray for.
A spillage all over the floor.
I heard that the Paladins killed unarmed Magister.
Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood. Hear ye, hear ye. Magisters routed. Lord Kem's Paladins back in charge. Hear ye, hear ye. Void-woken attacks increase. Citizens warned to be alert. Hear ye, hear ye. Kraken sighted at sea. Several ships missing. Hear ye, hear ye. Magisters colluded with Black Ring. Paladins clean house. Hear ye, hear ye. Queen Justinia confronts rebel factions. Dwarven royal stands tall. Hear ye, hear ye. Paladins promise the Good Counsel School will reopen soon. People respond, no hurry. Hear ye, hear ye. Stranger threatens kid. Town crier unhappy.
She sticks her tongue out at you, then gets back to work.
Hear ye, hear ye. Trouble brewing in the ancient empire. Dallis strengthens border defenses. Hear ye, hear ye. Lucian's day arrives. Hopeful pilgrims take the path of blood. Not if you're without sin, it isn't. Hear ye, hear ye. Dwarven wedding interrupted by Voidwoken. Brave dwarves party on. Hear ye, hear ye. Cranley Hubert publishes latest edition. New book already out of date. Hear ye, hear ye. That's all the news that's fit to shout.
I heard that the Paladins killed unarmed Magisters. Didn't even left surrender.
There's
bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
New to Ark's Elf. It's quite the sight, even after those bloody paladins are through with ransacking it.
Hello.
You can whisper, I won't tell.
You will see justice in this world and the next.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help. Please.
Your impertinence runs deep, Paladin. So too shall my day.
Of being a good person. Please, there's no time. They'll kill her. Go!
You approach, but the Paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a Paladin court, stranger.
You can't call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent. Paladin de Selby, you have been declared guilty of insubordination. When our brothers drove out the supporters of the Black Ring, you refused orders and took up arms against Divinity.
Have you lost your mind, Kim? A couple of corrupt whites doesn't mean the whole order has sided with the Ring. They were local boys you killed. Good folk. I wasn't going to murder innocents.
Silence! Your trial is complete. Your sentence is set. And my patience is thin.
The Paladin turns to her comrades.
You can't tell me you agree with this. You can't tell me you believe this. They were divine order, just like us. They were...
The Paladin's words are cut off as the pommel of Kem's sword catches her on the chin, sending a splash of blood across the cobbles.
The prisoner will be silent. Her case has been heard and was found lacking. We have gathered today to see justice done. If you have parting words to our once comrade, speak them now.
His icy eyes focus on you for the first time, pinning you with a freezing look.
Step aside, stranger. I see. You have my thanks for that. You did us a great service. Now, if you would do me one service more, stand aside. A seeker? How do you... This is... unforeseen. Very well. Perhaps we would be wiser to wait. She shall not die today.
The Paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties. Move!
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrol duties, and now... this. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real. What? I don't know anything about the Black Ring. I must be dreaming. I have to be. I saw her enter the city with the Whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you?
I still can't believe the Magisters work together with the Black Ring.
She sighs and gets back to work, combing through the rubble for evidence.
Not yet. If Lord Kem says to search, I'm going to search.
Still can't believe the Magisters were in cahoots with the Black Ring. But with the Reds slain and the Whites ousted, maybe now we can restore the Divine Order to its former glory. It might be if you quit preoccupying me. If Kem says we'll find something, then we'll find something, and that's that.
Oh, by the Divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
Won't happen again.
Not if anything important here. The Whites should have taken it. Order of society, the Magisters say. Not much bloody order in this place.
A lot of blood spilled. Not much to show for it so far. Lord Kem's in no mood for suffering fools. We had better find some sign of the Whites soon.
May you feel the pain of death tenfold.
The spirit of a Magister jabs a spectral finger into the paladin's wound, while muttering some profane-sounding curse.
I'll do as I please. This paladin filth hacked me down right here in our headquarters. She's going to suffer for what she did to me.
The spirit thinks for a moment, then moves back from the paladin.
Very well. I am done with this world.
Last. Thank you. The wound's closed over. Thank you. Here, I found this on one of the Magisters. It looks valuable. Take it, with my thanks.
The spirit of a half-dressed Magister stands before you, fumbling to draw his phantom blade from its sheath. The spirit manages to draw his sword and utter a challenge, though not one aimed at you.
Alarm! Sound the alarm! There's paladins attacking! Where are the Whites?
He starts to swipe and jab his sword at an unseen opponent.
You there! Be sure not to obstruct Paladin business. We're to search this place top to bottom. We haven't, but we will. Not that it's any business of yours.
The spirit of a Magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms! And my sworn Magister comrades murdered by them! The Paladins just showed up. No notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them. Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the Paladins think they have is false. And I hope my brethren make them choke on it. I got Brant out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them. Who knows? Fled, probably. One of them ordered that we fight to the last man and set this place alight, rather than let the Paladins take it.
The spirit glances around again.
So much for that.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you? Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
What's this? I found something. This fire was set on purpose.
Must have surely taken it.
The plaque reads 4, Loyalty to the Divine.
Must have surely taken it.
The plaque reads 2, Order of Society. Engraved on the plaque are the words, Discipline of Body. The plaque reads, Purity of Mind.
Fools! They aren't even looking in the right spot. They'll never find what they want. What's this then? The Paladins resorting to bringing in outsiders to try and decipher my work.
He sneers at you. His spectral form bears impressions of severe burn injuries.
No matter. You'll fail just like them. I was the High Cryptographer of the Magister Order, until the Paladins killed me. Coded letters, passwords, security measures, all my creation. Now that I'm dead, you'll never decipher any of it. My work will outlive you all.
The spirit's smug demeanor gives way to an angry scowl.
Desperate measures made necessary by the treacherous actions of our so-called allies. My encryption guards the most important secrets. My task was to protect secrets, not to interpret them. But let me say this. The notion that we would have anything to do with the Black Ring is absurd. Patently absurd. My very life's work was to hide key intelligence from the light of both sun and source. What I know and what I have seen shall remain in shadow.
What's this? I found something.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Winslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him. I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Winslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him. Winslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
I've spotted something.
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch with 4 numbered dials. A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set. The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from. The mechanism clicks once again. The third dial bears the same options as before. Another click. One last dial remains, with the same phrases as all the others. The final dial clicks. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the sound of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing. The hatch yields, clicking open.
What? No, it can't be. You cheated. My life's work. Defeated by some nobody.
The spirit vanishes. Whether he fled to the Hall of Echoes or elsewhere, you cannot be sure.
Someone worked hard to keep this place secret. Much effort to maintain secrecy. What are the Magisters hiding?
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
A list of the damned. Perhaps their loved ones will be inspired to seek revenge.
Careful now. That's a trap. Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Careful
now. That's
a trap. More Magister trickery. They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths. Aha. There's something behind this painting. Careful now. That's a trap. Aha. There's something behind this painting. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. That didn't sound successful. Careful now. That's a trap. What's this? I found something. That didn't sound successful. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
That did the trick by the sound of it.
Table surrounded by comrades. There's no better end, surely. Godwoken. I should have known it would be you in the end. The seeds of interference that you planted in the Black Pits have yielded rather bloody fruit here in Arx. Spreading lies about us, allying with the Black Ring. You were so very wrong. I should have ran you through with my sword back in Driftwood, not offered you my hand. You're nothing but a catastrophe in waiting. You are part of the problem, Godwoken, not the solution. Dallis is so very close to her goal. She must be at the cathedral as we speak, hovering above Lucian's holy corpse, the acorn in hand. At last she will purge the powers of the gods still raging within. This is how Lucian, even in death, will become the savior of us all. With him, all source will wither. With him, divinity itself will die. No source, no Voidwoken, remember, sorcerer? That is what we promised from the start, a cure that will save the world. We will redeem Rivellon. As for you, well, I am erasing you. Your bones will be embers, your existence forgotten, your future cancelled. Our plans, our strategies, our records, all consumed by flames. And amidst the ash, another charred, anonymous corpse in a city littered with them.
He lays his hand on the pommel of his weapon, a fatalistic smile playing across his features.
Let's go out with a bang.
Reimond lunges forward to attack.
Excellent work. I had my doubts about you, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Kem looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now. You have done fine work here, friend. Do not spoil it with stupidity. Dallis is of the Divine Order. She is our responsibility. The Paladins will handle this. Stay if you must, but do not touch anything. Paladins, turn this place upside down. I want every nook, cranny, and spiderweb examined. If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do. Here? Now? This is hardly the time or the place. Be quick. I've other matters at hand. Enjoy the city, won't you? Arx is wonderful at this time of year.
The spirit of a Magister stares at you with undisguised venom.
Your time is over, Godwoken.
The spirit glares at you in defiance until she is no more.
Never figured the Magisters would stoop so low. A disgrace to Lucian. A disgrace to the Order.
By brick if you must.
A secret vault? What else are they hiding?
Books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to comb through.
The Magisters work to lay a hand on the doors. But why?
Maybe one of these books. They must have written something down.
Keep looking. Take this place apart brick by brick if you must.
You must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
The spirit of a white Magister tips a vial of powder into a goblet of wine before her. She swallows it back without hesitation.
Playing with necrofire.
The wheels are already in motion, Godwoken. My death changes nothing. Dallis will prevail.
Let's see what you've been up to.
Reimond's spirit smiles. The fanatical gleam in his eyes makes him look almost alive once more.
This world is rotten, and the rot started with the gods. We will all be better off without them. You should just stand aside and let it happen. But you won't, will you? Do you even know what you do with these powers that you chase?
Oh, Dallis, you best be careful. You're playing with necrofire.
Ha! Then why come all this way? Your heart isn't in this. You should just give up now while you can. Farewell, Godwoken. Enjoy the prestige of being amongst the last of your kind.
Please, just let me go. I'm sorry. I'll put the armor back.
The armored figure clasps its head, speaking to someone you cannot see. The armor writhes. It is made of living, creeping vines.
Why do you fear, little paladin? You wear my armor and make us one. Now we fear no one.
His head wrenches violently towards you. A moan escapes the helmet, followed by a trickle of bright blood. Beneath the helm, fever-bright eyes snap to meet yours.
And you? Why do you come, elf? Seedling? We have a vessel already.
No! Get out of my head! Not me. Some Magister scientist experimenting with old elven magic. He woke something, and it killed him. The armor, it calls itself an ancestor. And it's showing me things. People running. Elves. There. It's the war. Death fog in the forests. And fury. Oh, Divine, it's planning!
The paladin shrieks, folding in on himself as the armor seems to sag. When it straightens, it has become something else.
Enough, Shell. You struggle too much. I will find another vessel. Countless. And you? Will you struggle too? It makes no matter. You will all be one. And because you alone witness, I do you this honor. You will be the first to feed the harvest.
Healer!
Bloody thing's been boarded up. Not very well, though. clever trick. Good thing it didn't work.
Promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil is slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do
it. What's this?
I found something.
He's just a child.
Be wary. Stand tall, Seekers. For we hold madness captive.
I just want to go home.
While the mistake lives, we shall not be free.
It so warms my heart to see you again. I served the Seekers in death as I did in life. 5 wicks, 5 wardens, and 1 mistake. Caged and muted.
The unlit candle nearby flickers briefly to life. The spirit shakes her head and waves you off.
You must leave me be. I can't let myself be distracted.
The spirit acknowledges your presence with a slight bow, then turns her attentions to the candle in front of her. She does not respond to your attempts to speak. The spirit shakes his head as you near. He does not wish to speak.
For we hold madness captive. While the mistake lives, we shall not be free. The God-Woken has come, as I foresaw, and as I feared. The Seekers have suffered enough for their mistake. For them, for us, turn and go. A God-Woken, a murderer, a monster. It was Gareth that brought him to us. Charon, the first God-Woken the Seekers found. He ate our food, he enjoyed our fellowship. We nurtured him and taught him.
We elevated him, presented him to the Order. Here he is, we cried, a claimant to divinity. Lucian's cathedral wouldn't remain empty for long. We were certain of it.
The spirit whips his head towards the caged boy. His eyes narrow, even as the child's widen in apparent terror.
We were giddy, high on our own success. We should have seen the massacre coming, but we didn't. I was the first to die, but hardly the last. Charon is a potent foe. He took to the sky as if on wings of pure source. I might think a wyvern were attacking, had I not seen for myself his raging eyes.
The child whimpers, poking at a paternal instinct you rarely acknowledged.
Lucian's righteous light guided Gareth and Siva. They blinded him, caged him, but the damage was done. The Seekers were disbanded. Dallis was empowered, and we will never know the comfort of the Hall of Echoes. This is our penance, and the Seeker's burden.
This is our penance, and this is his punishment. Do not release him. Do not release the monster.
Don't make light of the Seeker's sacrifices. Walk on. Don't look back. Let the mistake remain where it belongs. In the past.
Come on, you gotta let me out of here. I wouldn't do anything wrong, mister. You gotta believe me. Let me out, please. I'm not a mistake.
He does no harm while we keep watch.
He gives you a look. Bafflement, hopelessness, and innocence radiating from those big eyes. But then, a grin unfurls upon his lips. A grin that does not reach his eyes.
Okay, you got me. The spirits do not lie. So, you see them too. Interesting. That makes you one of the Meister's chosen ones. Siva's standards were always uneven. Looking at me, then looking at you, that hasn't changed.
He laughs, 3 measured chuckles, each a little more disturbing than the last.
You're God-woken, yes? Oh, but it's always so hard to keep track of the names they give you. First sorcerer, then God-woken, all the while dangling another one in front of you. Divine. You want it bad, don't you? You're chasing this thing, this label. Maybe you're trying to save the world. Maybe you're just doing it because they tell you to. The Seekers told me the same thing. They told me I could rise. I could be the next Divine. I fell for it. Well, who wouldn't, eh? I saw the light, but not in the way they'd expected. I heard the voice. Lucian himself. He gave me the truth. He told me to carry it. He made me real. And he showed me Ahu and the Seekers. He showed me that they're traitors. They have him captive, you know. Oh, yes. He's alive, but he's imprisoned. He has instructed me to free him from his enemies. The Seekers doubted me. Lucian told me to express myself, so I did. I showed those Seekers exactly what I could do. Seekers might be faithful, but they sure as hell aren't smart. I've killed many, but there are more. Free me. Free me, God-woken. Release me and receive Lucian's favor. We're God-woken, you and I, practically brothers. Free me, and we'll save Lucian from the traitors.
While the mistake lives, we shall not be free.
Because they're traitors. Yes, the Seekers are traitors. Ahu is a traitor. That whole find a new God-woken thing? All lies. And how do I know that? Lucian told me. He's alive! He's being held by traitors, Seekers, and Ahu too. But you and I, we can save him. Join me, and we'll save the Divine together. Well, who wouldn't? Charon the Divine, said the Seekers. I was flattered. My ego loved the idea. And the power. I wanted it. I goddamned craved it. And the Seekers delivered it on a silver platter. Gareth couldn't wait to show me off to the Order. He did. But that was just my ego. That wasn't really me. This is me. Saving Lucian for the world is my true calling. That and killing Seekers. Same thing, really.
And suddenly, the weeping boy is back, tugging at your heartstrings. Infuriatingly, you feel tears of your own forming in the corners of your eyes.
I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. I'm just a little boy who's being himself, just like his father told him. I'm not a monster. I'm not.
Terrans unleashed! The mistake repeated! You must contain him, return him, destroy him!
His lunacy is all pervasive. Ignore it.